Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Six. Today, we're going to be taking a crack at the population crisis and the logistics crisis. Two crises that have been sort of eating away at progress in New Ganymede. We already started making steps towards the latter, the logistics crisis, towards the end of the last episode, and this building has finally been built by the start of this episode. I'm real glad someone didn't starve to death back here. That is nice. Yeah, we have a ginormous warehouse and several import places. I think we're like constantly like super duper importing wood and are like low on it. So I think this big import depot should be a wood import depot. It's my suspicion that the reason that we are like these bars are not being met is not because there's like a lack of buyers. I think the same is probably true of sellers, so I am going to want like another export warehouse at some point, I think. I mean, we could just load up some more of these guys, actually. Like there could be like another tools export yard or something. Oh, do we not? Let's see. Oh, interesting. We're not overproducing tools enough to actually fill up another export depot. We might be with armor. That might be a type of production we're going to want to up at some point. Anyways, other stuff. I mean, first of all, if wood is going to be imported here, then we're going to want like... I'm going to say... How much can this store? 6,000? Then I'm going to want... at least 6,000. I'm going to say 7,000. I'll go up straight to 30 crates of wood here. I think mushroom importing would make sense to have here. Maybe it wouldn't make enough sense, though. Looks like we're good on ore imports as well. I mean, mushrooms are kind of an important thing. Would make the Dwarfnoids happy and also increase our like food levels. So 1.6k inbound. I guess I'll just have like I don't know, 10 crates for mushrooms. Maybe 15 crates for mushrooms. That way like all the mushrooms can just be like yoinked from here and then distributed around town. I think a normal stone warehouse would be cool as well. Or a normal stone yard. Import depot. Because we're like slated to import more than we have space for always. So, you know. And I think getting like, I'd say a solid 20 crates for that. So I think it's a little bit less important than the wood. I think we go through less of it. What's another major import? There's the meat imports. I don't know how that is coming along though. I feel like we're pretty good on that one. We do constantly import paper, but we also don't use that much paper. I don't think we've ever ran out of paper. Sicilian, we already are all pretty much set. I mean, we do import a lot of ore, so getting another depot for that would be good maybe. The pottery, I think, I don't know. How much, let's see, I mean, temporarily. No, I don't think we need to do the extra import for pottery. I think ore and I guess it's either paper or eggs. Eggs might be a pretty good one. It's a lot of the races like the eggs as well. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think eggs. So then we're going to want some crates for ore. I think like 20 crates for ore and 20 crates for eggs. And I'm gonna bump the mushrooms 20 crates as well. That leaves 26 crates remaining. There's no more import yards here. We could maybe like sneak one somewhere, like right over here. And then what, have paper being imported? Maybe fish? I don't know. I think it's fine to leave it fallow for now. So the warehouse workers will just like constantly yoink shit from this depot into this warehouse, and that will be that problem solved. I let a little bit of time advance off camera to get some more of this area built up, this pig quarter that we sort of built last time on Dragon Ball Z. One thing I did do in the interim period, which I probably should record myself doing, is I built more wells along this like main road and then put trees between the wells. Because I noticed the harmony was not like maxed out in this area. So I kind of wanted that. And the thing I noticed is that this area could probably use a bathhouse. So I kind of think I'm gonna just put one down real quick. Like maybe in this area behind the Piganoid housing. I would put it pretty far away from the dwarf quarter over here, which desperately does need a little bit more bathhouse access, I'm not gonna lie. I think this was gonna be like a wood and stone warehouse, right? So I'm gonna fill that up real quick. I mean, where else would I put the bathhouse? I want to use this place for like dwarf stuff. Could put it up here, I guess. So there's like a shit ton of wells. I think back here is fine, actually. So it'd be civics, health, bathhouse. It's gonna be a wooden building, so we can just build it like as a growth on this other building. I think we're basically just gonna want 2 rows of basins. We definitely are gonna need benches to... I guess I could just extend the building up and make it rounded at the same time. I think that'd be pretty badass. We're gonna need so many benches. I guess I'll just remove a bathhouse and then... Oh no. We need like... Oh, there we go. Fantastic. That should be good enough. So I'm gonna send it. I think I can... Yeah, put like a sneaky hole back here through this warehouse. I think I want to build another warehouse as well. I don't know, I'm just feeling it. Feeling like it'd be really nice to have. That way, this one could maybe have the coal or something. In general, it's just nice to have like a bunch of storage space all around the place, everywhere, all at once. Oh wow, these are actually a little bit loaded up. Definitely did not have enough like bathing access or whatever around there. I wanted also to do something with the space over here. I guess the real question is, can I put a hearth here? I would be able to, like, put a couple hearths down, provide hearth access. That wouldn't be too bad. Maybe in this, like, space over here, we could do, like, a couple more speaker stands, I guess. I don't know, like, how used up these ones are, to be honest. The alternative would maybe be, like, another warehouse. Just have more, like, food and booze access for these areas, which could be good. I do like the food and booze access. I was espousing the, like, goodness of the stuff. I guess why not, right? Was just talking about the logistical crisis, after all. This is kind of an awkward size for a warehouse, but it is what it is. Don't think there's any, like, more efficient way to do it than this. Which is completely fine. I mean, okay, there's one way. And that is putting this guy back here, so there's a little bit more navigation space. Well, hold up, actually. 3.5k? I wonder if I could maybe, like... No. It's considerably worse. Okay, what if I... No, this is definitely considerably worse. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. 3.8k. I've made it more efficient somehow. Absolutely love to see it. I don't think it properly reads the isolation levels when you have to, like, put ceiling or whatever in these walls. Which is what is. Hold up. I think I might have made a mistake there. I think, I remember... You can't usually place these guys where they're, like, touching the wall, so I don't think I can have it touching without, like, risking people getting stuck, so I'm gonna just revise my design real quick. It's gonna be a little bit less efficient, which is what it is. 2.8k. Whatever. Oh, I need doors. Okay, I'll put them there, and then I'll cancel these jobs over here, I guess. I guess I could delete this job too, just so that someone doesn't get, like, stuck for all time. Just in case. Why is retirement going down? With the piganoids? What's going on with that? Excuse me, game? Did I fuck something up? I mean, these guys have 100% fulfillment from retirement? What the hell? How do these guys not have enough? Is there not enough retirement space? Hold up, where's a rest home? Here's a rest home. Let's see. Retired 0 out of 18. Maybe there's no pigs retired or something? I mean, there's clearly dudes... There's clearly enough space. Maybe none of the pigs, like all the retiree pigs, just died of old age, and so they're not getting the fulfillment out of it. I guess I'll improve the age target to 15%. Maybe that'll fix it. Well, whatever. We wanted, or I need to focus on the good old stuff. The good stuff, the baby making stuff. To fix the population crisis, I think we probably could focus on nursery access. Because I already have way more than enough schooling. So I wanted to kind of expand this block out. We can have just like the same sort of setup as the other building, but grander. The human cribs are a lot easier, in my opinion, to deal with because they require fruits and I build a surplus of fruits at all times. Just gonna build some fantastic walls right here to make the buildings structurally sound. So let's see, if I have a bunch of furnishings here, we're only at 70% efficiency. I think I can get away with one extra crib, and then I can just furnishing up the rest of it. Yeah, just barely. That is what I'm talking about. This is a good building. It's a nice, square, regular, efficient. All qualities that I'm a big fan of. In fact, I could probably like put a barrier over here so that it feels even more like neat. I think that'd be pretty good. I'm sending it. So that's room for 75 more cribs. It's gonna be even more babies. I don't know why this Undertaker is carrying fucking human corpses, like dead bodies through the like child's district, but it is what it is. I want another warehouse just to service the people here, I guess. I mean, do we need more housing here? I kind of feel like housing is good here. I'll put it right. I'll put the warehouse right here. It's a fucking humongous one. For sure. But we can be fine with that one. I'm going to make it one tinier. It's very cramped, I will say, but that is what it is. This will store not just fruits for the kids, and not just vegetables in case I wanted a Cantor like nursery, but also on top of that, it can store like clothing and shit like that for these houses, which I think would be nice. Oh yeah, I built some housing holes for some housing. They're almost done as well. It's just like constantly there's not enough housing in this little district over here. I don't know what's the dealio with that. It's very problematic, I guess. I think it's just because I sort of over densely built. I figured this would have been more than enough, but apparently not, right? There should be... Yeah, I built a hole for some Garthemi housing or whatever over here as well. So there we go. Wow, this stage is incredibly cramped. Absolutely love it. It feels nice to have like such a goated plaza just like being fully kitted out and used, I will say. Oh, looks like a lot of these farms are almost done. So that is incredible. There's actually not enough housing over here. That is also like a complete shock. It's a lot of fruit farmers, right? So I could probably just do another row of housing up here and just have that like work for the fruit farmers. And I guess I could do like another nano plaza over here with another speaker stand. I think that wouldn't be too bad. Just build like a little parking lot and then have like a bunch of trees here. That should do the trick. Looks like the lavatory is being super used up here. We could have another lavatory over here as well. Just like a L-shaped building, which is intrinsically like a little bit rounded, you know? Then get like a latrine going. And we can put basins in the gaps, potentially. It's looking a little bit dubious. Oh man, this is very like clumsy setup. I mean, I just have to make the latrines a little bit tinier. It just is what it is. I could make the building less rounded too, I guess. But then that would impact happiness. Well, hold on. I could probably squeak some basins in here. There we go. Alright, that's probably about as good as it gets. So that'll be a bunch of latrine access for the farmers. Boom. And there's this like little alleyway, which goes directly to the duders, the ration makers. Which is cool. Oh yeah, look at that. 100% harmony access and a bunch of well access. And a physician and a latrine. That is very cool. Much approve. There's a bunch of Garthemi immigrants. Might as well let them in. Though they are instantaneously just not happy. Don't know what to say to that one, really. I think we just, generally speaking, need more stage access in town. I think they're a little bit too far apart from each other, and that's why everyone's only at like 80% happiness with them. I feel like I've been placing a lot of them around, though. Like, I'm seeing one every other block, basically. Guess there's this like shitty favela housing over here. Could be bulldozed for something better, something more efficient. Something also with the stage. I mean, there's a stage right up here, so maybe not. Wow, that's an interesting stage over there. Oh, this plaza. I remember this plaza. This is a really zany plaza. It was one of my first, like, prototype plazas. It is actually such a mess. It's very nostalgic, though. Even still. I wanted to do another logistics area as well. I guess for exports. The only thing is, I think I'm a little bit dubious that this place builds anything that we can export. So maybe it would be a mistake to put it down here. There is space over here that we could use. Oh, I was also gonna build housing, right? For this administration building here. Does it actually need it? It does not need it, apparently. So yeah, there could be... I don't know what I would necessarily put. I think this place over here is fine. Is this all yoink? This is all yoink. Except for the couple things that are imported here. Interesting. Yeah, fuck it, I'll establish another, like, weapons and armor one, and that should be good. I think tool-wise we can maybe use another one as well, even if we aren't quite overproducing tools yet. It's hard to imagine that I'm gonna need a jewelry one. Though it does look like I don't even have a jewelry one here. So I guess I'll put a jeweler guy over here. Could be good to up our jewelry production, actually. We do have the money to import gems, right? Yeah, I mean, we could maybe up our jewelry importing. You know what? I think that'll be the last import depot here. 12 crates, and they're going to be all dedicated to the wonderful, wonderful jewelry. And then this warehouse will just store the gems. There we go. I don't think we're gonna need 26 crates for gems, so I kind of think I want the classic staple of having some clothes being yoinked and some rations and booze. Just because having that like available all over town gives people the ability to satisfy their needs, which is just pretty nice all around. We'll have to let time advance see if that stuff is gonna like be good enough. So there's a bunch of cantors who are wanting to immigrate. I think that is pretty cool. Just gonna allow that to happen and continue to let time advance. Why are the Tilapis so happy recently? Let's see, government. Crime is low, dislike tourists, blah blah blah. No, there's no executions. Is it just food? I think it is just food. Yeah. No, as services are getting a little bit higher. Looks like environment, religion. Environment, food, services. Interesting. We only have 53% harmony access. We could probably up that as well. We were gonna build a bathhouse up here too, right? So a good question would be, where would we put that? Would we just destroy these ration makers to do so? Possibly. But then there'd be like almost no point for the Pignoids to even be here. This is kind of an incredibly cramped area, not gonna lie. What's the second export depot doing here? What the hell was I thinking? It's not for the wood, right? Yeah, I've got no clue. Okay, I've got an idea. We could have a house next to the mass grave. That sounds like a pretty bad idea. Could get rid of a farm, I guess. It's kind of incredibly, like, not very space efficient. Let's see, it's fertility 90. That's so good. And there's some of them that have less fertility. Okay, I think I've got a plan. This woodcutter is getting fucking yoded. And there's gonna be a road here, and then we can build another bathhouse here. It can be awesome. I'm just gonna build a pretty decently sized one because bathhouse access is like direly needed all across the land here. Have a little VIP basin over here. It'd be nice to get this building a little bit rounded too. Maybe if I... And that doesn't really seem to do much. You know, I don't care about the rounded building. I'm just gonna put a couple entrances and send it. There we go, 65 bads in the tank. But maybe makes sense to have like a Crotonian breeder over here. The only issue is that there are no vegetable farms. No, there's a vegetable farm. Maybe I could swap out a... You can reseed farms, right? Let's see, it's just after harvest season as well. Yeah, I'm reseeding it. This will be a vegetable farm, and then we can have like Crotonian breeder right over here. Because the Crotonians are always kind of like maxed out on stuff. Let's see, procreation, Crotonian breeder. We need natural born people in town. It just is what it is. We can get some Crotonian huts going as well. Get that hut action. Could maybe squeak a couple more cribs in as well. This is a very sloppy design. But that is okay, because the Crotonians like it sloppy. Don't think there's really much space to make this building like super duper rounded. I mean, I could make like a roundedness nuggy over here and over here. Okay, that's kind of in the realm of just barely good enough. So that'll be room for some employees, some crib action. We can get a school here as well, so that all the like new Crotonians are somewhat educated. Just make it like a rounded building. Build a bunch of student capacity. Are you serious? Okay, well, I guess I'll put another shelf over here. Not the most efficient building layout, I think, probably, but it should be in the realm of good enough, which is good enough for me. All the schoolhouses I built are kind of like super underused anyways, so having a tinier one probably is completely acceptable. We can get like a little warehouse. Guess I'll build it out of stone just in case it's Garthemes working here. which I'm sure the Crotonian parents would have opinions about, but, you know, sucks to be them. And Garthemius wouldn't care about rounded buildings. We could get like a couple... There's some housing down here. Room for 45 people, which should be enough for the workers and the warehouse workers in all these zones, all these buildings. This ginormous warehouse will hopefully ensure that the Crotonian babies don't die of starvation. You know, in like conjunction with this super farm that I've got. I kind of think I want to fiddle with this import depot. I want to see if I can make this guy... Yeah, I can make it 2 pips bigger. I know, it's kind of fucking it up, but I think it's only 1 pip bigger. Whatever. Every little bit helps. This will up my ability to import the meat, so I won't have to, like, take special measures here. Hopefully. And the extra meat imports will make everyone pleased. Oh! This ginormous warehouse is done. So I think first things first, we're gonna want... This was just gonna be storage for this ration maker, right? Like we wanted to increase our food days. So I think increasing storage, yeah, by 43,000 would just be good in and of itself. It's kind of incredibly spicy, but that is fine. You know, I'll pull 1 crate back and then have a crate of herbs that is fetched just to make the operation in this ration maker easy. In fact, I'll do that twice. There we go. This lavatory is completed. Boom. Ration maker is almost done. This first warehouse is completed. This one was just gonna be all the foods, right? So there's like 6 types of food as far as I can tell. No, there's 7 types of food. So we won't be able to do 2 crates of each, but I can just not have the fruit crates because there's gonna be a fruit warehouse down the street. Then the central one was gonna be coal, and this one was gonna be booze. Then I guess I'm gonna want one for housing stuff. Probably near the houses up here. Right? In fact, I could make it pretty much like the same dimensions as one of these guys. Why does this look like it's not? Oh, because it's not. Does it need to be this big? Does it need to not be that big? I guess is the real question. I don't think it needs to not be this big. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, this is the same size. Then we just get some stuff here. There we go, a big old door here. That'll be 5.1 thousand storage. And it flows well with this block, which is cool. So that'll be all the storage for all the people. Excuse me, I have minus 151 odd jobbers. Where did all my odd jobbers go? Excuse me, game? I mean, I think I know what's going on. As I was building all these like random service buildings, it was eating away at my odd jobber count. Oh, I guess I'll add a bunch of Tilapies and Dwarfinoids. They're gonna be so fucking pissed off once the arenas run out, though. Kind of like overreaching here, I think. But whatever. I could maybe, increase Dwarfinoid retirement age. If I do that, then I'll get like 2.5 easy, I think. So if we look at the Pignoids, they're back to 100%. So there we go. I think that will help boost Pignoid happiness. The same could be done for the Tilappies. So that'll keep their fulfillment up. May or may not need to build rest homes. It's kind of wholly unnecessary right now. How's the import yard going? Let's see. Literally nothing is being stored here. Interesting. I mean, 6,000 shits inbound. I mean, the wood is looking good, actually. And the mushroom count could look better, but could look worse as well. I think this one for the meat is now done, so we can have 3,000 be importing instead of like 2,500. Very nice. The human nursery is done as well. Absolutely wonderful. And this crate, this warehouse was going to be used for stuff. I definitely wanted like some paper, I guess. Oh no. Why did I build this place? I mean, it can be used for all the like housing materials. I think that's what it was actually about. So I guess first of all, paper, import that. Then just get a fetch crate for all the housing materials. So furniture, pottery, stone, cut stone, clay, leather. And then I guess I'll get a crate of fruit as well. Just to make it real easy. Oh, the dwarves are pogging. They're finally happy. They finally have satisfaction because they can retire. You know, I don't blame them for being upset at the lack of prospects. This ration maker has the wrong recipe, so that's kind of annoying. We just brought over a bunch of meat here. Hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure that'll get shuttled away to a bunch of random warehouses. Why are the Garthemis so upset? Okay, looks like religion access and service access is a little bit low. That is whatever. These can be built. I think this was going to be another store for all the food types. And coal and booze. So I'm just gonna get that rolling. Sweet. And I think on that note, we can end the episode here. We had some goals. Improve the logistics of our town and improve the baby making of our town. And I think we've made good headway. There is 2 new procreation facilities, which are going to be going a long way to helping on that front. We've made everyone happier. We currently do have a huge deficit in odd jobbers, and the Garthemis are suffering. But that is whatever. We'll need to build more like more temples, I guess, of authority. Oh, it's burial. Interesting. Oh, everyone's like crypt access is low. I guess there's just not enough people dying or whatever. I know, it's always very zany. Are my crypts full? My crypts are definitely not full. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on in their heads. I guess we could just have another crypt somewhere. That'll be a tale for another time though. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Six. Goodbye!